I don't know how I'm supposed to update you on the books that I've been reading if I don't have my phone to tell me where we're at. Let's chit chat for a second. My orange, finally tell that's the color it is, which makes me very happy, for one, because I paid good money for that shit. It looks like a pumpkin. Number 3, I finished a book last night and I read it with my eyes physically, which I don't know if you all know this or not, but it's really hard to read books physically if you're me specifically, because one, I have the attention span of a goldfish, and number 2, I also don't like to hold books. I'm just a weirdo. I don't like to hold them. I don't like to be inconvenienced by anything, and honestly, reading with like my hands, very big inconvenience. I love my Kindle because 90% of the time I can be hands-free, and the other 90% of the time I'm like it's just one hand, you know, and I'm just tippity tapping away. So I read a book and it's called, I think it's called Waif. I think that's how you say it. So the back of this one kind of gives away things that I don't feel like you need to know going in. Let me just go ahead and preface this with, this book is an extreme horror, and if you are familiar with my channel and you're familiar with the things I like to read, y'all are gonna know I loved this book. It is an extreme horror. It is literally exactly what you think it is. It is dark. It's really, really dark. It's gruesome, and it's one of the harder books to sit through and stomach, especially if you're not used to like super graphic and extreme stories. So essentially in Waif, we are following a woman and her husband, and the woman has a crush on this guy. Like, she runs into him at the like grocery store, and he reminds her of like this like porn actor that she watches. She runs into him, she like becomes obsessed with him and starts like stalking him, and the husband is just like super abusive, right? Like, he's like hitting her and like abusing her. He's just not good to her, and she's not remotely into it, and she finally like has the courage to be like, you know what, I don't like you, I don't want to be with you, I don't enjoy your presence, like, and like this, that, and the other, right? The husband gets her to describe her perfect man for him, and she does in very, very explicit detail. He goes on and tries to find a plastic surgeon who would be willing to basically completely change everything about him to make his wife happy. And it's just really messed up. Let me just go ahead and be blunt. There are trigger warnings in here for a lot of things: stalking, rape, disfigurement, like mutilation. It is disgusting. There is a guy in here who is the plastic surgeon. He's a botched plastic surgeon. He's not like a legit plastic surgeon. The thing with the plastic surgeon is he also makes porn, and this is where it gets really weird, because like there are people with like very specific fetishes, and he is catering to those very specific fetishes by dismembering people and disfiguring them, and you know, just catering to like super weird things. Just like fair warning of necrophilia, it is talked about and discussed, but it doesn't like actually happen with on page, which, you know, that's one thing, but like it is talked about. So like I feel like you should know it going in, that like that is something that if you get triggered by that, maybe don't read the book. I mean, it is at the main end of it, but still, it's in there. This book in general is one of the ones where I'm like, yeah, this is pretty extreme. Like, it's not the most extreme that I've ever read. It's definitely up there as one of the more like taboo and like wild and extreme books I could recommend you, but it's not like the most extreme. My battery's dying. Let me try to find a battery. Hold on one second. Okay, this should stay on long enough for me to do this update. But I am currently reading Smashed by Junji Ito. I don't know what this is. It's just me reading physical books. It's a wild time to be alive. But I am reading Smashed by Junji Ito. This is one of his short story collections. I'm not gonna show you what the art looks like, because I feel like this cover kind of like tells you like how dark and gruesome and like disturbing Junji Ito's art is. Oh my god, can I say words? Probably not. I'm reading this right now. This is my manga I'm currently reading. I don't have an audiobook that I'm currently reading. I honestly would like to jump onto The Romance Recipe. I'd like to read that pretty soon. It is a sapphic romance, and I have been eyeing, and I just have not gotten around to. I also would like to continue reading Wildfire and also The Siren's Mistress. Both of those books I am reading for review, so I'd like to read them sooner rather than later. I don't have my watch on because I am, you know, living my best life right now, and I'm really ahead, and I shaved my arm and missed like this entire section. So, you know, I'm doing fantastic over here. I don't know if you all know that or not, but I am currently honestly living my dream. That's definitely no sarcasm. So I'm going to be reading this. I'm very excited to continue it. I'm honestly tempted to grab another one of my horror novellas off of my shelf because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be like, wow, let's actually read books physically. Like, I don't know when that next time is going to be. So I'm kind of over here like, do I just like tackle my entire horror TBR in like this next couple days while I'm like actually in the mood to like physically read? I don't know. I have a couple books that I would really like to get to. One being Pen Pal, which is by someone, I don't know their name off the top of my head. And then I also have House of Leaves, which, spoiler, I am attempting to read that right now, but we won't talk about it. So yeah, I mean, I have a ton of books over here on my shelves, and a ton of people who just like to drive by my house and act like they need to go 70 miles an hour on a 40 miles an hour road. You all know that though. I don't feel like I need to like reiterate that every time someone goes by my house, but I also at the same time, I'm irritated. I don't like it. I don't understand why we just can't go the speed limit. Personally, that's my question. Why can we not just go the speed limit? I don't know. Or maybe just like 10 over the speed limit. Can we do that maybe? Instead of like 70 in a 40. Anyway, I'm off topic. I'm sorry. Let me reel myself back in. I don't have any other reading updates because I literally have read only that one book. Only that one book. And I edited like half of the vlog from last week, and I watched Insidious 3. And I also started Insidious, the first Insidious. Why did I start watching these, you might ask? Well, you see here, the reason behind it is because I can, and I will. I don't feel good. I got both of my vaccines today. I got my flu shot over here, and I got my COVID booster over here because I'm on my 4th COVID booster. I said 4th COVID booster, my 2nd booster, my 4th freaking shot. Can we please? I want to eradicate this disease. Oh, church, that was my back. I just want it to be gone. I want to not get any more shots. I'm gonna have to continue to get the shots. I'm gonna continue to do my part. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just bitching. Okay, tangent aside, me trying to not whine this entire clip because I, 1, don't feel good, and 2, have had 2 vaccines in both arms, and I just would like to not exist for the rest of the night. Unfortunately, I still have to exist, and I have to go to work tomorrow, which again, it's very unfortunate. I really wish I didn't have to do that, but here we are. Anyway, I'm gonna go try to read things, and like, I don't know what words are. I'm very tired. It is almost my bedtime. I don't know if it's actually my bedtime or not because I don't know what time it is, but we're saying it's my bedtime. I'm home from work. I got home at like 12. It's like 2:30, and I went in and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get work done today, and I'm gonna be productive, and I'm not gonna miss work even though I feel like shit. And I just got to a point where I was like, I can't handle this, so I went home. I have a package I need to unbox, and not shocking, this is a package from Penguin Books. No one should be shocked. I got Killing Stalking, which is in color, and I'm so excited to read this. My sister loves Killing Stalking, and she has tried to get me to read it. This is like $20-some on like Barnes & Noble or Amazon, but I got it for like 18. So I was like, that's a pretty good deal. Let me snatch that up. So I did. I have to package some Penguin Books orders a little bit later, but at this moment in time I don't feel like it. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, this not feeling good, it's from my shot. I did go to the doctor. The doctor told me it's from your shot, like you're fine, like calm down. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm achy and I feel like shit, and I'm just hoping that tomorrow I'll wake up and it's like, oh, you do no longer feel like shit. So I'm making pasta right now, and I need to read I'm probably not going to read Killing Stalking right now, but I do want to read this relatively soon. I haven't picked up anything since yesterday. I did pick up The Siren's Mistress. I tried to take a nap. That did not happen. And I just can go ahead and tell you that a physical book like this one is not going to happen right now. So if I'm going to be reading, it's going to be on my Kindle. So I'm going to attempt to lay down and read a ton on my Kindle this evening because I have the live show with Ashley a little bit later. I do have a package coming with my mic, like my mic stand to like hook up my microphone, which I'm very, very excited about. I've been meaning to get a mic stand for a little while now, and I finally have one, so I'm very excited to get that all situated. So I can have that for my live shows and also for my podcast. So yeah, it'll be like out of the way and it won't be like all over the place and whatnot. So this is a really short update to just let you know that I feel like garbage. I sound fantastic. I've already taken my medicine. I have to take Dayquil. I haven't taken that yet, but I have taken another medicine. So I can't wait. I'm excited because I'm hoping, actually I might take NyQuil. I might take NyQuil and knock my ass out. I have been in bed since 12 o'clock, so I've been in bed for 2 hours on TikTok, just scrolling on TikTok, decompressing. I told everyone I was taking a nap, and I did not do that. So that tells you what I've been doing. All right, the dogs are into something, and that's never a good time. So let me go check on them. I've got a giant seal baby and a Dallas. Yesterday was Dallas's birthday, and even though Mom was sick, Mom is still getting him something for his birthday, and we're gonna do something fun, like go, are you in? Yeah, we're gonna go do that here in a minute, so that'll be fun. But I've decided I'm taking today off. I'm not doing anything YouTube related today outside of filming some B-roll. And doing like updates for my vlog. I had fully intended to like batch film today. That's not happening now. I have decided that is not gonna happen because I don't have the energy. I'm still sick. I'm not as sick, but I'm still sick. And to be honest, I just don't feel, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like getting ready and like trying to be enthusiastic outside of like these clips, because like this is like more casual, it's more chill, it's like it's me, it's authentic me. Yeah, I'm not as like hyped as I normally am. That was very dramatic. I did not like that. Like I'm not as like hyped as normal, but I'm still me. I'm just sick, and I think you all can just tell that. Anyway, I still have not cleaned up my house from when I was gone, and I have so many things I need to do just to like be productive, clean my house, get my life together. And I want to do that today while I just kind of finish up everything else. I am almost done with my current read. I am reading The Siren's Mistress. I am 96% through this. I literally have, it says 15 minutes left in the book, so like I'm literally almost done with it. I just haven't got to finish it yet. I'm not gonna think that there's gonna be much that can change by the end of this book to change my rating, but I'm going for a 4-star right now. I really enjoyed the writing on this. Okay, let me be honest, the writing is a little weird at some places. Like, it's not like a weird writing style, it's just weird stylistic choices, like the use of all caps when like being dramatic or wanting to get like a dramatic point across, or using the exclamation point and the question mark when characters are like really confused and they want to like also be screaming. Like this is all fine things. These are all things that there are tons of authors that do this. It just makes me giggle when I see it. I don't know why. I just personally think it's hilarious, and it just makes me giggle when I see it, so I have to point it out. I really enjoyed the romance between Como, who is the siren, and our heroine Mahim. I think that's her name, but she is our bride who is sent out to be the bride of the sea. And I really enjoyed Mahim. She's a very strong and independent woman, and I love her. She is very strong, care about specific things. Like, she will go against the societal norms that are expected of her if it means saving people she cares about. There are a couple things that are weird about her. She does go against what the elders of her land would want on several occasions to benefit herself. but she also holds true to some of those like ideals, because she's not supposed to mate with her god until, which is the siren, until the ceremony. I think she does this though in a way to like get him to not sleep with her. Obviously there is some non-con in here and dubious consent, and these are some of the specific instances where he just takes what he wants and he doesn't care. I don't feel like I've truly given you a good description of what this book's about though. So essentially this book is about our main heroine, whose name is Mahim. I think that's how you say her name. I'm not 100% sure. And Koma, who is the siren. These people refer to sirens as gods, and every so many years they will take and pick a girl who will then become the bride of the sea and become the bride for the siren. This is apparently like a really huge honor, and while I was reading this I was like, how is this realistically gonna work? Like, how do they like develop gills? Like, what do they do in order to like become one with the sirens, because the sirens live in the ocean? So it is a very interesting concept. I will say that it is absolutely a dark romance. Like, do not be fooled. Like, going into this, you are getting the dark as you can get. Like, there's non-con, there is there's a lot of gore in here for a romance, which made my heart really happy. And it is a monster romance in a sense because it is a siren. It could also kind of fall into paranormal, but it is absolutely a wild ride, and I have really enjoyed getting to like read this. I did get an arc of this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to read it before the book released, but either way, I'm really happy that I have been able to read the story. I'm very excited to continue and read more books from her, because this author has really she has kept me engaged and gripped through this entire story. This is a 400-page book, and I have read it all with my eyes, and I really have not sat down and read it that many times. I think I've maybe sat down 3 or 4 times to read this. So like, I have been actively trying to get through it, and I've been actively engaged in it, and I'm still coming out at like a 4-star. So this author has done a really good job of like really making me feel connected to these characters and to care for them. I genuinely had so many emotions where I was like, just fucking kill her whenever there's another character introduced. Like, I was very invested and very like, I had a lot of feelings. They were very strong, and I wanted specific things to happen, and it was just, it was great. It's been a while since I've had a book actually hit me like that, and like me have that kind of reaction of like, shit, I would like to like punch this woman. I would like, not our main character, another woman that's in the story, is honestly, you all know that I love bad books, but I really feel like this is an exception where it's not like I love a bad book and I'm telling you all to go read a bad book. Like, I genuinely really like this book, and normally I can sit here and tell you like, yeah, I can understand why you think that's a bad book. Like, I understand that I like bad books and that this is a bad book. I don't think this one is a bad book. Like, maybe it won't be for everyone, but I genuinely do believe that this is a good book, and I really want other people to read it and to give it a shot. I 100% am going to be continuing the series. It has been so much fun, and I don't know what to say about it other than I've just had a fantastic time reading about a siren and this bride of the sea, and I've loved it, okay? I don't have any other words other than that. And I don't know how else to convince you to like go check this book out, but like, guys, I've had the time of my life. Also, ignore my missing nails. I'm getting ready to put them back on. One popped off, so I knocked all of the loose ones off so I could re-glue them. Is that normal? Probably not. Am I saving myself headache for when I have to eventually glue them all back on again? Yes, because I'm gonna get 2 weeks out of these nails. So yeah, I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. I'm gonna finish the last like 20 minutes of my book, and I don't think there's anything that could happen to make it not be a 4-star. I don't think that it's gonna get a 5. I'm pretty solidified in that it is not a 5-star. It's not a favorite, but it is really, really good. My only real complaint with the length is I wish we could have like just cut like maybe a chapter off. Not really like a full chapter or anything like that, but just like maybe get to the end of the point a little bit faster by cutting out our hero's POVs, because he really didn't have POVs until the end of the book, and I genuinely just do not care about his point of view. So that would be my only like real critique on the length of the book. but other than that, it's fantastic. So I'm gonna finish, I'll come back and regroup, and then we're gonna pick an audiobook for me to listen to while I am cleaning and cooking and getting my shit together, because I'm ready to have a very clean space and to just feel like my life is in order. I was correct. The book is a 4-star. I enjoyed it. I'm going to eat my pizza, and we're gonna pick an audiobook real quick because I need to clean, and after I eat my pizza, I'm gonna do that. Because I have to go get groceries at like 4:30ish. So like I'll have enough time to like get a couple things done, just kind of get started on everything. And then I can come back, put my groceries away, and actually clean my house, which needs to happen. It's a mess. I also want to watch SmackDown, but that's still not on Hulu, which is frustrating. I'm like this close of actually just getting like YouTube TV instead of doing the Hulu and watching it the next day, because at this point they're not putting SmackDown on there until way freaking later, and it's getting on my nerves. So I don't know, but we have a couple options for Hoopla, and we also have Scribd. I've not used my Scribd subscription in a minute, so let's check at that, kind of get an idea. I did make a poll asking for favorite dark romance recommendations. I am going to use those, but not in this. I could just finish listening to the Stillwater Girls. This is a thriller, and I have like 2 hours. Oh, hello. I have like 2.5 hours in this right now, because I did start it. So I mean, I could read that. I don't know what this one's about, but I mean, it's an option. And then we also have Summer of Night by Dan Simmons, but that's like a 22-hour audiobook. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning to Until I Die. Sounds like a thriller. I'm really wanting to get The Perfect Child. That is supposed to be interesting. I saw Gabby Reed's talking about that. Which one are we thinking? I don't know if I want to do The Perfect Child or the Stillwater Girls. I'm thinking maybe the Stillwater Girls. We can do that and then come back to The Perfect Child later. But I think I can get through the Stillwater Girls pretty quick, and I just need it while I'm like cleaning anyway. So I need something like super disconnected, which I think that's what this will be. So I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna get some stuff done, and then we'll go get groceries.
Tonight I'm gonna feel alive, and no one won't be here tonight. So baby, go and start a fight. I'm in love with the city lights. Look, I'm in love of a big star. I got my girls and I got my cars. Come on here, baby, be a boss. Do whatever you want. I like your shirt.
I'm gonna be really pissed off at myself in editing when I have to blur out my logo on my shirt, but it's fine. I finished the Stillwater Girls. I didn't do any updating while reading this in book. So the Stillwater Girls is a thriller that, well, I guess it's less thriller, more mystery suspense, but it's a thriller, we'll say, that is about these two families. So we have one family over here who is a wife and a husband. The wife wants a family, and she can't have a family because she's had a hysterectomy, and she also suspects that her husband is being suspicious behind her back, and she has no idea like what he's actually been doing. And so she's like investigating the situation, and she's just like not sure about like what's real and what's not, and like what's been happening, and she suspects that her husband's cheating on her. We have another timeline where we have another family, and we have these two girls who are in a cabin together, and they live basically like it is the Pilgrim Age, like no electricity, no anything like that. They like don't go to the store. They live very like recluse, and they live a like really reclusive life, and their mother has taken their youngest sister off to go get medicine because she's really sick. So they've been alone for like 3 months. And this story is those two groups of people like kind of merging together, and I really enjoyed the story, but it's a very like just okay story. Like, I enjoyed my time listening to it. The plot twists were not that shocking. The like things that were happening in this were not like super like surprising. Like, I anticipated most of the reveals that happened, and even the reveal that I didn't anticipate, it didn't shock me that much. The writing was fine. It was a very consumable story, and I don't knock writing just for being consumable. I know some people do, but I don't do that because that's what I want. I want a story that's just easy to consume. I mean, it was fine. I had a fine time with it. Is this gonna be one that I pick up again? No. Do I think this is like the best thriller mystery I've ever read? No, not really. Did I enjoy my time with it? Yeah, sure. Probably will read more from this author in the future. I give this a 3-star. I mean, like I said, it was just fine. Like, it wasn't bad by any means, but it also just like wasn't the best thriller. So I mean, I'm open to reading more from the author. I just want more. Like, I just want a little bit more, you know? Well, I'm gonna close the vlog. Maybe if future me, when I'm editing, hates that I have to like track my logo on my shirt and I've moved way too damn much, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just make like a huge mask on my shirt and just like say forget it. Like, y'all are getting lazy editing me. But I hope you all enjoyed this kind of productive week in my life while I read books. And I actually read books. Like, I've read 2 things. I read The Siren's Mistress, and I also read The Stillwater Girls. 2 things. I think I read 3. No, I read more than that. I also read Waif. Oh my god, I've read multiple books this week. This is wild. I don't know how to feel about it. I hope you all had a great week. I hope you all have a great rest of your week if you're watching this like on a Tuesday. And what kind of emoji are we doing today? Leave me an orange heart emoji down in the comments if you're still here, and I'll see y'all in my next one.